Zacks Rank Buys, stocks with a short-term buy or strong buy recommendation. Now, here are more Zacks Rank Buys. We're going to talk about a couple of aggressive growth stocks here with Bill Wilton, our aggressive growth stock strategist at Zacks.com. First, Cash Financial Services, FCFS, the ticker symbol. Pawn stores.
Yeah, they do. They operate about 600 pawn store and payday locations. Right now, they're actually trying to divest in the payday stores because those are coming under a lot of scrutiny with regulations. So they're shifting to focus more on the pawn operations, which are higher margin, higher profitability for them. Recently, on March 14th, they went ahead and raised guidance, which is obviously a very bullish sign moving forward. In that same announcement, that's when they announced another acquisition of those 6 pawn stores and the divestment of Illinois payday loan stores. Like I mentioned, because of some not litigation, but new regulations that are hitting that.
Right.
They're also looking to buy back, resume their buyback program, which is another sign that a company has some confidence in itself moving forward. So analysts took that as a cue to start raising estimates. We're now looking at just over $2 a share this year, which is up nicely from last year. Brings the valuations, into a nice sweet spot. That PEG ratio is 0.9 right now. Anything under 1.0 is considered a discount. Around there is about fairly priced. But what I really like about them is their long-term earnings trend. Here you can see that each of these multicolored lines is a full year's worth of the Zacks consensus estimate, not only rising year over year, but also throughout the year you're seeing analysts become more and more confident in the future of First Cash Financial Services. Yeah,
you don't see many pawn operators traded as public companies.
No, there's very few, but they are, gaining a lot more media attention. There's actually shows
with all the television shows.
Yeah, so they're becoming more and more mainstream. So I wonder if it will actually, help them out in the future, because it definitely reduces some of the skepticism that people might have about the operations of these stores.
Right.
Once they see how they actually run.
Yeah. SodaStream International, SODA, soda, the ticker symbol on this one. It's a carbonated drink company, right?
Yeah, what they do is they actually...
they make pop.
Yeah, well, what they do is they make units that allow you to make pop at your own home. It's
cool.
about the size of a coffee maker. You put in tap water, press a button, 30 seconds later you've got sparkling water. You can add their soda-flavored syrups and other juices to that. So it's a very green technology. That's what they're really focusing on, getting rid of all those excess plastic bottles that instead of buying them from the store one at a time, you just keep reusing them at home. This is a newer product. They've got a hot IPO, that's just happened. So it's a very new company. It's hard to get a gauge of their earnings history because this is the first quarter that we've had consensus estimates for them. But in the last report, they earned 29 cents a share, which was 18 cents better than expected. Their revenues were surging, up over 50% for both quarterly and annually. So this is a very hot industry that we're looking at. The only thing is that some people are concerned. They did go out and file for an additional 1.2 million shares, which could dilute any potential earnings. But if this product does take off like they envision it to, that should be more than overcome in the very near future. Analysts are still expecting some earnings growth here, and it's pretty reasonably priced. The PEG ratio is 1.0. This is kind of a high risk, high reward type sector, and right here you can see that it's a pretty good entry point for the stock as well. Shares have been kind of bouncing off this resistance level, so it's the bottom of a range, limited downside risk, and you'll have a clear sell signal if you do go ahead and break through that support level.
Now with summer months ahead, people might be looking at this for their patio parties. You never know.
Definitely, and they are expanding very aggressively in the Americas as well.
Great. Do you own either of these?
I do not.
All right. Check out more Zacks Rank Buy stock picks on our homepage, Zacks.com, where we put 4 new ones up there for you daily, Bill's category included, but one in each of the investing categories that we write about on Zacks.com. With Bill Wilton, I'm Terry Ruffalo.